Right now, in this era, we are soldiers of heaven. And so that is why we have to give the visual devotion and have to go as heavenly soldiers. Right now, in this era, we are soldiers of heaven. And so that is why we have to give the visual devotion and have to go as heavenly soldiers. Right now, in this era, we are soldiers of heaven. And so that is why we have to give the visual devotion and have to go as heavenly soldiers. Right now, in this era, we are soldiers of heaven. And so that is why we have to give the visual devotion and have to go as heavenly soldiers. Right now, in this era, we are soldiers of heaven. And so that is why we have to give the visual devotion and have to go as heavenly soldiers. Right now, in this era, we are soldiers of heaven. And so that is why we have to give the visual devotion and have to go as heavenly soldiers. Right now, in this era, we are soldiers of heaven. And so that is why we have to give the visual devotion and have to go as heavenly soldiers. Right now, in this era, we are soldiers of heaven. And so that is why we have to give the visual devotion and have to go as heavenly soldiers. Right now, in this era, we are soldiers of heaven. And so that is why we have to give the visual devotion and have to go as True Father's word. In 1999, he said, you guys are casting off those evil spirits. But now, honestly, it's not so much of casting them off. It's more so of separating them and sending them to heaven. Is that not true? You guys are separating the evil spirit and guiding them, sending them back so that they can be reborn as sons and daughters of Heavenly Parent. And that is the very history of the great works. This kind of thing there has been never such thing. Not even in all of the religions up until now, they have been so focused on casting away these spirits, these evil spirits. They were cursing these Satans, they were casting them off. And so these spirits, these evil spirits, when they leave, they have this heart of revengeance. And they're going to go off with revengeance, saying, oh, we're going to come back with more evil spirits with you. This is even inside this Bible as well. Like when one evil spirit left, like at that clean house, the evil spirit came back with 7 more times power. And so when they cast out those evil spirits, you guys are giving them resentment and more reason of hatred. But True Parent really opened the way for them to cleanse themselves. When they go to the spiritual world, they go to the 100-day workshop in the spiritual world. And in the spirit world, this is an absolute belief. And because of to go to that 100-day workshop, to be reborn, it has to be through the works. It has to be through the physical world and through the absolute faith and absolute obedience. And through that standard of absolute, they come back to receive the blessing and they become good spirits. And so those good spirits become daughters and sons of Heavenly Parent who had inherit and reconnect the heavenly lineage. And so all of these evil spirits, because they have been born through the wrong lineage, they have to be reborn again through the physical world. It has to be through the physical world. And that is why everyone has to resurrect on this physical world, and everyone has to borrow the bodies of a physical person. And when you come to the spirit, when you do the chan양 and register for the workshop, then that's when that becomes a condition, and the spiritual evil spirit can enter that workshop, and they are reborn as your child of faith. True Father said that there's 3,000, more than 3,000 evil spirits in you. And so inside you, when you organize and separate, we have to go through that path. Isananaju. And so today, we gave an example of how a mother-in-law brought her daughter-in-law to the 40-day workshop. You guys saw the picture, you guys saw the video when she first came, right? But now she improved tremendously, and we were able to see that testimony. After receiving the blessing, as she worked and as she took care of her children, she couldn't come to the training center. And because things became hard for her, she became depressed. And even if there was no one around, she kept hearing words as well. And even when she came here to the training center, when she was trying to go to the visual devotion, she kept hearing voices of people, and so it was very hard for her. But through the liberation of the central evil spirits, she had really found that miracle. I mean, if your daughter-in-law, like, because she's having a hard time, because she is making a big fuss about her depression and everything, there are mother-in-laws who would think that, like, oh man, my son had married the wrong person and my son should divorce that person right now. But what did this mother-in-law do? She did the very opposite. She embraced the daughter-in-law as if it was her daughter, and she brought her to the 40-day workshop to really heal her. And that is the process of how her daughter-in-law becomes her real daughter. Saranaju. You know, there's a lot of troubles between mother-in-law and daughter-in-law, and all of that is happening in this world as well, and even in the spiritual world. You know, like there are stories like how the daughter-in-law doesn't save the contact number of their mother-in-law as mother-in-law, but as a enemy. And so every mother-in-law, unless you guys resolve to love your daughter-in-law as your daughter, you guys cannot go over this trouble. And so we can really see that big love. And so let's give a big round of applause to that mother-in-law who has shown such love. And, you know, looking from the point of the mother of that daughter-in-law, how she would have been grateful for this. And she even had doubts, but seeing how her daughter changed, she had just gratitude. And so you guys saw that video, right? How the daughter-in-law was in the middle and both mothers were in her right and left. And so if you pray for such person in the middle, that's where Heavenly Parent comes. Today, Sekito Ayana, she is from Morioka Church. Every members, you guys have to pray in one heart. I'm pretty sure in the Morioka Church as well, they have her name on the Zoom. And I believe that all the members have given devotion for her as well. And so each church has to create a devotion team saying, today we're going to pray for who and who, so and so that they can live again. And they have to give devotion and pray to Holy Mother Han saying, please save this person. And if that happens, and if they do that, then that church will become a church of a mother's embrace that resembles a mother's embrace. You know, if you go to church, no one has interest in you, the elders just don't know who you are, they have no interest in you, then it will feel as if you're thrown into hell. 아주? We have to create a loving community. And we have to create the works of saving those who are in trouble. And so I'm kind of sad that we need a mentality hospital in the international hospital, but at the Magnolia Hospital, I really hope and wish that we can help those who are mentally ill through the Chanyang and great works as well. And today, Jungnang Church, Kim Song-bong elder, he's very old and he doesn't have a lot of strength. But man, how Heavenly Parent loves him. He received 5 Sansam root. Sansam is like a, what is it? Like a medicine kind of thing. It's a very good thing for your body and it really helps you gain energy. And so, but anyways, let's give a big round of applause to him. And so, when we go to Cheonsang-san and find Sansam, like you can think that like if I sell this, you can get a lot of money. But that person has received a revelation to give it to that elder, and so he ate that and he came to the spirit world. And when he came to the training center, he did a calling prayer for a elder who had ascended. And the elder came back to him saying, why are you calling me? We're very busy in the spiritual world because it's a war. And so we once again was able to confirm that the spirit world is in fact in war. We don't have much time. A lot of time passed by, and True Father really voiced out a roar of thunder. And then he was able to feel the warmth and embrace of True Mother as well. And I came to really think that he is really preparing himself for the spiritual world. And so the last way that he is going to the spiritual world is not just, living, but I really have to learn the Cheonshim Won visual prayer and really pray and devote and offer devotion, and so that I can take off all my evil spirits and I can repent all my past wrongdoings. Because I can only do that through when I have a physical body, because those are sins that I have committed through my physical body, and so these are something that I only can do on the physical world. With his hard footsteps, he had walked 1 step, 2 step, and so on. And with the heart of asking for repentance, he has walked each step. And as he ate, if he cannot, and while you eat one meal, you have to go with the heart of saying, let this one meal become an indemnity condition for the meals that I couldn't really offer to you in gratitude. When she looked at the spirit world, True Father came out to her and he said that give her the purple jacket and the Cheonshim Won, and make sure to give these to those who are in need as well, especially because Russia is in need of sincere devotion. Russia has to become a place where you guys can organize the spiritual background of that place and not become a place where you guys are just swing by here and there by the spiritual world. And so receive this jacket and this Cheonshim Won. This is the love of Holy Mother Han, and with the sincere devotion of the visual prayer, I will be with you. And witnessing as well will happen unimaginably. You guys have to witness. By witnessing the physical human beings, the physical person, you guys are also witnessing the spiritual world as well. And so in order to bring this, you have to absolutely become one with Holy Mother Han. You guys have to send those pure spirits back to Holy Mother Han so that they can become good spirits to help you guys spiritually. And if you truly experience this, wherever you go, there will be hope. And wherever you go, that seed of hope will grow and spread, and the works of heaven will dwell. Absolute love and with absolute gratitude, if you become one with Holy Mother Han, wherever you go, the works of heaven will dwell, will show. And so this present that I'm giving to you, do not keep it for yourself. You have to really share it and give it to those who are in need. Share the love of Holy Mother Han. Aju. This purple jacket and the Hyojong Pong, I'm just giving you this as a representative. And so as the more you work towards becoming one with Holy Mother Han and becoming a part, really helping her on that journey, the more the power can show. My loving, beloved children, please don't just stand still. Lift your head up. Heaven is with you, and heaven will work through those who know heaven, and heaven will work through those who are striving towards world peace and that world of harmony. Aju, we are living in such era. We're living in such moment where true Father's words is being accomplished. When I go to the spirit world, True Father said, if I go to the spirit world, there are no limitations and things will happen much quicker. But those who are in this physical world think that True Father has ascended and no longer exists. And that is why this providence has been delayed. And that is why we have to do this Cheonshim Won visual prayer with the heart of devotion, with the heart of Simyo Jongseong, just like True Mother has attended True Father when he had ascended for 3 years. And if we go with that heart, and if we become one with True Mother, we can become one with True Mother and create miracles. Those who realize this come to understand, come to see how they had lived a sinful life. They come to see how much the importance, the value of the Cheonshim Won visual prayer, and they come to see the importance of the 40-day workshop as well. And that is why there are those who say, the elders who are coming here, who are preparing for the spiritual world to come here before it's too late. And they say, oh, I didn't know True Parents. I didn't know Holy Mother Han. I didn't know that the spiritual world had existed. And this is such a life that I had lived. And if they go to the spirit world, what a life they would have lived. And they pray, Holy Mother Han, True Parent, please extend my life. Please extend my life so that I can educate, so that I can testify and witness to my sons and daughters, to those around me, that there is a spiritual world. And if you go with that prayer, if you believe, I believe that moment will all come to you one day, surely, for sure. I too had experienced that before. There was a time when I couldn't breathe without an oxygen mask. And I came to realize how how precious it is to be able to talk even just one word. At that moment, at that time, I was trying to say one word to my wife and leave this world. But I couldn't even say one word because I was breathing like this. I was only able to do shallow breath. So how can I say one word? I couldn't even say I love you. And so if you see those who are on their last moment on earth, they can't even say a word. And like if you hold their hand, even that hand just drops. And so you guys have to be really thankful that you guys are still alive. You guys are still alive, and you guys really have to become one with Holy Mother Han. If the challenge is bigger, the bigger we can get together much better. We are fruits of true love. We are fruits of life. The world right now is trying to shake that tree of life. They're shaking the nation of mother and father. They're saying, fall down, fall down, fall down. And if Satan sees that, even if they shake us so much for us to fall down, but 3 years, 4 years, 10 years go by, and we stand firm, we don't fall, then that's when Satan sees us and goes, what in the world? Who are they? And that's when they realize that they are truly the daughters and sons of heaven. And so those who have hearts that are unwavering, those who have hearts that are standing firm, those are the hearts of pure water, and those are the hearts that stand in front of heaven, who heaven acknowledges. We have to think about Hungji님, who had gone to the spiritual world at such age. You guys have to really cost your life just like Hungji님, and so that Hungji님 can work through you. And only through then, this sandstorm, this cloud that is covering this nation can blow away. Let's restart. Let's start anew. Just like how true mother, during the Danbury time, True Father, there was a person who gave me a message about True Father. After the 40 years, today is the 40th, after 40 years since True Father has got out of his Danbury prison, we have to witness Christianity, and we have to tell them the truth, that Heavenly Parent is our Creator, and our Heavenly Parent wants to embrace us as our child. We had put mother through such hardship. We have to become absolute. We have to go through absolute faith, absolute obedience, and absolute love, and unite with Holy Mother Han. We cannot make her wait longer. How can we do this? Through the Cheonshim Won visual prayer. You guys have to move the spiritual world and witness. You guys have to become one with Holy Mother Han's heart. And you guys have to educate those who are in the darkness. And you guys have to embrace them with the heart of a parent. Absolutely, Aju. True Father wants to tell us so much. True Father is shouting at us. Think that True Father is right here, right now. And think, and in the position of True Father, tell yourself. And I believe that tonight, you guys will experience as well, Aju. Let us give a big round of applause to President Lee Ki-sung for allowing us and giving us the main message so that we can become one with Holy Mother Han.